Peace and blessings, love and light. I am Ambitious Queen, and to know me is to love me, and to love me is to know you, and to know you, you must love you. And we are back. I am the owner and maker of Alluring Ambitions, and as I mentioned, I promised that I wanted to read to you all How to Eat to Live, Book One, because it is very essential for all of us as a whole, as a community, to eat to live. Food is medicine, and to understand that it's not enough for us to just wear natural products. It's not enough for us to live a natural lifestyle. We have to have the natural understanding and resources so that way we can sustain this lifestyle that we are asking God for or we are seeking. Okay, so we did chapter one, right food, right way to eat. We did chapter two, vegetables, and now we're doing chapter three, food God suggests. And this is on page 9. We're going to read page 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to stop at 12 and then chapter 4 which starts on page 13. Okay. So, here we go. And as always, disclaimer, that's why I say my to know me is to love me, okay? This is just information. Take it how you want to take it. This is not communication for us to have a dialogue of like tick for tack or anything. This is communication for us to come to understanding together so that way we can learn and unlearn together at the speed and rate and time and pace and vibe of how you see it fit, because I can bring a horse to the water, but I cannot make the horse drink from the water, okay? So I just wanted to say that. Here we go. So, food God suggests. What food does Allah God suggest? He suggests the food that is good for us and does not make us ill. Food that is for human consumption and not for animals. Never before have we gone so far astray. The European white race, blessed with the privilege of eating the best food the earth provides, has taught us to eat the worst, divinely prohibited food. We eat all the time, 3 and 4 times a day. This is enough to wear out the intestines of a brass monkey. Eat a single meal a day, no matter what anyone says. If your doctor says that you should eat more than 1 meal a day, ignore him with a smile. And eat only once a day. If he tells you he eats 3 meals a day, tell him that his length of life is about the same as his patient's. Then tell the doctor to try eating 1 meal a day. The more idle our stomachs are, the longer they will last. The more we tax our stomach, the sooner it wears out. We all try to live as long as we can because nature never teaches us that we should not try to live. We do not have a nature that teaches us to die or teaches of life somewhere else. No matter how staunch a believer the Christian may be in a life after the grave, if he gets sick, he sends for the doctor. He prays to stay on here and not to go to the unknown. To live a long time, Allah in the person of Master Farah Muhammad has taught me life must begin with the type of food that will prolong life. We have been talking about bread. There are people so poor they have no choice, and there are some so rich who still have no choice. Whole wheat bread, cooked thoroughly, is the best bread. It should be ground very fine. It can be ground almost as fine as its white kernel. Never eat corn bread. As I said, rye bread is all right for the hard-working man. Even at that, it should be cooked twice. The Christian civilization has taught the so-called Negro slave to eat freshly baked bread, white biscuits, or white rolls, just out of the oven, and it scorns old bread, which is better for the stomach than freshly baked bread or cakes. There are many foods we would like to teach you not to eat, but at present, so many of you cannot avoid eating them. We must prepare and grow our own food because this is a highly commercialized world. They graft a lot of food, and some of this food is not good for our stomachs. Soybean flour is very rich and not good for our stomachs. Our stomachs are too delicate for soybean flour. Therefore, leave those beans alone. The animals, especially cattle and hogs, love them. Grind them up and they will eat them. They are very high in protein. The lima bean is another large bean advertised by the devil for you to eat, which will almost burst the lining of the stomach and intestines of a Texas bull. They said that one is good for the nigger. Do not eat the smaller ones, either the ones they call baby lima beans, baby belly busters. Pastries and cakes, the kind made with crust of white flour and sweetened with white sugar, so sweet you can still taste them the next day, are not good for our stomachs. All this hastens you to the graveyard sooner than you would like to go. We should eat fruits and fruit pies. I love that little black blueberry pie, huckleberry, as we call it in the South. But do not make it with white sugar or crust of white flour. Use brown sugar and whole wheat flour for your pie and cobbler crust. Apples are better when eaten raw than when made into pies. This goes for pears, peaches, and bananas. All fruit is better for you raw than cooked. When fruit is raw, we get the benefit of its natural vitamins. If possible, never eat cooked fruit. If you must eat meat, always eat the cleanest, such as healthy and tuberculous-free beef. The lamb is the best. Mostly beef is too coarse for our stomachs. The lamb is a much finer grained meat. Eat small young pigeons, squabs, which have never flown from their nests. Do not eat any bird that has been free to fly around and look for its own food. This is the teaching of Allah to me. Chickens are not fit to eat. You have to nurse them so carefully to keep them away from filth. If you would like to find good food such as lamb, beef, or even chicken, if you are a Muslim, buy it from the strictly Orthodox Jew. Be certain it is an Orthodox kosher meat. Be certain it is an Orthodox kosher market, because some Jews eat the pig. Orthodox Jews are excellent in protecting their health, even spiritually trying to do and eat like their prophet Moses taught them through the divine teachings of Allah. If you respect yourself as Muslims, the spiritual Orthodox Jew will respect you. Of course, no one will respect you unless you respect yourself. Do not eat ground meat unless you see it ground. Do not buy the Christians' ready prepared ground meats or any ready ground meat. Buy the quality meats that you like and have them ground by the Orthodox kosher butchers through their meat grinders, because they do not have the pig near their shops. They are like us. They hate the divinely prohibited flesh. If you must eat rice, please brown it thoroughly in your oven or on top of your stove with a little butter or oil to keep it from sticking. Keep stirring it vigorously. Remember, eat only one meal once every 24 hours. Praise be to Allah. And we have come to a stop. I pray that those words resonate into your soul, your mind. Comment down below what you took from this, a positive takeaway, okay? If you have questions, we are here to help. Make sure you go to NOI.org for more information. You can go to store.finalcall.com to purchase your book, Book 1 and Book 2. I will only be reading Book 1, inshallah. If He directs me to read Book 2, we'll see what Allah wills in that way. But essentially, I would like for you to listen to me read Book 1, get Book 1 and read along. But help you go out and get book 2 as well, and for you to apply to your lifestyle and take baby steps. And in 2020, last year, I made a decision in October to stop eating meat, and I switched to eating fish, and it's been a blessing ever since. It's been ups and downs, highs and lows, sick days, not sick days. So like, you literally have to will this in and want this and manifest this. It's going to take more than one time listening to this. It's going to take more than one time reading this. But show up where you are at and be patient with yourself. So before I switched my milk, before I switched my diet, before I switched how many times I was eating, I had to start with one thing at a time. So in no way at all is anyone saying, hey, drop the beans, drop what's the other one I said, potatoes, drop everything right now. No, we're saying just take baby steps, find ways to supplement, find ways to replace what you already have been doing, so that way you don't go back looking for what you think you're missing, you know. So praise be to Allah. Inshallah, we'll have another reading tomorrow, and I thank Allah for the consistency He's allowing me to feel and demonstrate. And also I thank Allah for the opportunity to be able to understand and apply and teach and serve and give this to you, because I am very passionate about this, and I am very passionate about life and children and just the reproduction of the woman itself, because you know, no nation can rise higher than this woman, you know. And so I mean, you raise a woman, you raise a nation. So I just thank Allah for allowing this to be happening at this time, at this moment. And I really, really pray that this resonates with you and sits on the best part of your spirit. This is all love. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We are all learning and growing together. So I pray that you listen with the spirit up to receive and understand. And praise be to Allah. And don't forget, you all can shop AlluringReigningAmbitions.com for all of your herbal products that you would like to place on your skin. We also have black seed oil where you can ingest internally. And inshallah, we'll be having our apothecary where we could distribute our herbs officially to you, that we have, instead of just doing the blend. So that way you can get some of the herbs that you can put into your body, as we are all looking for solutions for antiviral things. One thing that I can say right now, as like because I keep hearing the antiviral pill on the radio and just people talking about it, and I'm just like, yo, hold up. Where do you guys think they're getting this information from? Okay, the big pharmaceutical companies, they use the herbs and then they add their poison in it to then serve it to you to make you think, hey, you should take this, you know. But no, you go to Mother Nature, you go to God, and you talk and you let spirit direct you, and you read and you understand and you unlearn to relearn, and know that our history, our culture, everything was here placed for us. Sister Jasmine just said this. She said you take a step forward to Allah and Allah will do the rest. So you just take a step to just make a decision and say, you know what, I do want to eat. I want to eat to live. And watch what Allah will do for you. Watch how He'll provide so many opportunities. Like literally, I can go in any community and Allah will show me the fruit. He will show me the flowers. He will show me the medicine. I encourage anyone that's out in nature today